One of my favorite appetizers to order at a steakhouse was always shrimp cocktail. Simple, it was classic, and delicious. So we're gonna update that a little bit by making some bacon wrapped shrimp. What could be better? So to go with our bacon wrapped shrimp, we're gonna make a chili butter that we're going to baste over top of our bacon wrapped shrimp before they go into the oven. So in here I have some unsalted butter. I'm going to add some chipotle powder. You could use any sort of chili powder you have. I like chipotle powder because it has a little kick of smoke. Some garlic. And because I think it goes with all things shrimp, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Then we're going to add the zest and juice of about half of the lemon, just to brighten up all of those flavors. Now at home you could do this by putting it in the microwave and melting the butter and adding all of these ingredients to it. We're going to put it in our warming oven and let it melt gently so all of those flavors can meld. And while it is melting, we are going to prepare our shrimp. Now we're going to get our bacon ready for our bacon wrapped shrimp. So we are going to do what's called par cooking, which means to partially cook our bacon. Bacon takes a lot longer to cook than shrimp, so we don't want our shrimp to overcook, so we're gonna give our bacon a head start in the oven. So we place our bacon on a sheet tray that we have fitted with a cooling rack. That's going to allow air to circulate all around it and allow a lot of the fat to drip off. This is a great restaurant trick, even if you're not doing it for the bacon wrapped shrimp. It's a great way to cook bacon. It's much safer than on the stove where fat is splattering around everywhere. We put this into a cold oven, yes, cold oven, meaning off, and then we turn it up to about 350 degrees, and then we're gonna cook it for about 10 minutes, depends on the thickness of your bacon, but we want it to be pliable, but still have cooked a good portion of the way through. So these are our shrimp. They are quite large. These are what we call 8 to 12 count shrimp, meaning that there are 8 to 12 of them in 1 pound. You can use whatever size shrimp you want. We love these because they're nice and big, and it's easy to wrap in bacon. Sometimes the smaller the shrimp, the harder it is to get the bacon around them. But these are what we call easy peel, meaning that they have been split down the back of the shrimp, making the shell removal quite easy. If you're doing a traditional shrimp cocktail, you can leave this last little knuckle on so it makes it easier to pick up. For these shrimp, I like to go ahead and take it off simply because why not? We want to eat the whole shrimp. Makes it much easier. So if they are not peeled and deveined when you get them from the store, you can go ahead and take a nice paring knife and just slit right back along the back of the shrimp and take out the little black line. It's actually the digestive tract of the shrimp. Go ahead and take that out. You can run it under a little bit of water. Your seafood department should also do this for you if you ask them. But then we're going to wrap them in our bacon and put them into the oven. And don't forget to save your shrimp shells. We save them any chance we can just so we can make shrimp bisque, shrimp stock, anything like that. It's delicious. So you bought them, you might as well use them. Now for our cocktail sauce. Who knew you could make cocktail sauce at home? We always start with ketchup. We usually have ketchup in our refrigerator. Then we're going to add some form of chili sauce. Traditionally would be something actually called chili sauce. We don't carry that, so we're actually using sriracha. It is a little spicier, but you can use less of it. This is up to you how much or little you want to use in your cocktail sauce. We like just enough of a kick that we can taste it without feeling the kind of nuclear effects of spice. So in goes our sriracha, followed by horseradish. Again, use as much or as little as you would like. I like a lot of horseradish. Then to give it kind of a little edge and to make it drunken cocktail sauce, as we call it, we're gonna add some vodka. Pretty neutral flavor, but adds a little bit of zing and zest. Feel free to leave that out if you don't want, but it's date night, have fun. Then we're going to add some Old Bay, more Old Bay, some hot sauce, use as little or as much as you'd like, some Worcestershire sauce, and then last, this is the zest of a lemon, and then we're going to add a little bit of the juice. Got a lot of tangy things in this cocktail sauce, so you can always add more, but we're gonna start with a little. And then we mix it all up. We're gonna taste it and adjust our seasonings. It's tasty, but it actually needs a little bit of salt to kind of bring out all of those flavors. It's gonna bring out the lemon, it's gonna bring out the Old Bay. Delicious. This is gonna go great with our bacon wrapped shrimp.